Hey, this is a really special episode because I want to teach you the most useful things I know about email and how you can get your sticky little hands, on the most profitable emails I've ever sent to my email list to sell music and merch. I'm going to give you my 4 most profitable emails. If you want to know how you can get those, go to smartmusicbusiness.com. But on this episode, I want to share with you what I've learned about email marketing because it has totally changed my life. It has increased my income huge. It's what's allowed me to sell hundreds of thousands of dollars in merch. I remember I was driving up to a show, I think in Fresno or Modesto, with my buddy Joe. He was playing drums for me, and we're going to play a show. And he was driving. And I'll never forget, I was trying to set up my Kickstarter campaign. I think this was my second or third Kickstarter. I can't remember. It might have been my second or third. But anyways, I was getting it all ready, and I was nervous as usual. And I was like, you know what? This thing's ready to go. And I clicked send. And then I just kind of closed my laptop, and me and Joe, and he was driving. We were just connecting, talking, hanging out. And all of a sudden, my phone buzzes. Sale. Pledge. Boom. Another sale. Another sale. Another sale. And I think before we had gotten to the show, I had raised over $1,500. And that's not posting on social media. That was just my email list. And this is the power of the email list, okay? You see so many bands, and I remember at the shows, they would, pass the clipboard around or pass the iPad around at the shows and build the email list. But then I would sign up to their email list, and I would never get an email from them. Because they wouldn't utilize it. And it's the most powerful tool you have and the most valuable asset you have as a musician, as a band, as a brand. And I remember after the show, I went to the bathroom and of course I'm checking my email. And again, ding, 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 and more sales. And I remember this was probably the biggest launch that I had for a Kickstarter since my first or second one. And it's because, guess what I had previously from my other 2 Kickstarters and launches? I had emails of buyers, of people that bought my music. And this is why you need to have merchandise for sale on your online store, whether that's through Shopify or WooCommerce, whatever you use. I personally like Shopify. But you need to be running even Kickstarters and fundraisers and be selling things, selling digital music and building a list of customers because it's your most valuable asset. Like, just because someone buys on social media or they like me on social media, of course I promote there. But what I've learned from years of doing this is that an email address is worth 10 times more than a social media follower. 10 times more, especially the lifetime value of that customer. And I try to email my list every day. Okay, I try to email them every single day. I try to be fun. I try to be entertaining. I try to, crack jokes. And most of all, the most important thing you can learn from me is not be boring. Okay, nobody likes being boring. You want to bring attitude to your emails like you bring attitude and emotion to your songs. That's what you want to do with email. And so since I've been emailing my list, which is going back, since 2010, 2012, I started to get really good. 2014, really started dialing it in. And I like to say I've really mastered it over the last 4 years, 5 years. But what I want to give you is my 4 best emails that I've ever written. And I've created this thing called the Emails of the Month Club, where every single month you are going to get 4 brand new emails that you can send to your list. They're templates that come with subject lines that you can send and monetize your email list. Okay, and the first 4 I want to give you when you join the Emails of the Month Club are the 4 best ones that I've ever sent that have made me the most money. But if you go to smartmusicbusiness.com, you'll see a button there if you click on courses, or it might be on the home page, depending on when you're listening to this. But there's 4 emails that I've sent. One of them is called a fire sale email, and that one's one where you can run a special sale, and I give you the video walkthrough plus the subject lines on how you can do that. But that's made me a ton of money over the years. There's one called the Battle for Your Life, which is more of an inspirational email that fans will love you for. One of my favorites is it's called Something Cool, and this email I sent while I was on tour. and I didn't even know what I was doing. And I sent that one, and within 48 hours, that one generated me, I think, over $1,800. And I've literally used that email strategy, and I've bought in other people's email lists, like blogs or websites that have big email lists. I will ask how much it is to send to their list, and use that email to sell my music, as long as it's a targeted, whether it's rock music emails or Christian music emails, depending on what your genre is, you can buy email lists from people. That's a whole other strategy. I've even asked my band friends if they would send the email out to their list or to their bands in town list or something like that, and it's just made thousands of dollars. So those are just a few of them that you're going to get, but when you go to smartmusicbusiness.com and you click on Emails of the Month Club, you'll see the other 2 emails you get, plus the subject lines, and just been a real game changer. And so if you have an email list or you've been thinking about growing one, you definitely want to join this club so that you can get new emails, because even if you're not emailing every day or you're not emailing every other day, you should be emailing at least once a week, okay, and staying in touch with your email list. And I show you how to do it in a way without being salesy, without being a sleazy douchebag or weird about it, and just being really cool and having fun with it. So go to smartmusicbusiness.com and click on courses or on the homepage there, and you can see about joining the Emails of the Month Club, and look forward to helping you do this and just sharing what I've learned with that, because it's just been a game changer building the list, man. Email has a 20 plus year track record. It's been around way longer than Facebook, YouTube, all these things, and it will be. I really believe it will be, because what do you think we use to log in to all these social media platforms or different things that we log into online or banking, all this stuff? It's always the email address, and it's so important that you start collecting them. And if you haven't even started building an email list, oh my goodness, go to smartmusicbusiness.com, click on resources, and there's a link there to get a trial to Active Campaign, because that's the software that I use to send out emails to my fans. Hey, I want to remind you that a fighter isn't someone who never fails. A fighter is someone who never quits.